Now it's time for our truly favorite segment, the Game of the Week. And I said last week, it feels so good to say that again. And it is time for our Game of the Week. So, Isaac, why don't you tell the folks, what is our Game of the Week?
Folks, our Game of the Week is 5th-ranked LSU playing against 8th-ranked Florida State University in the Camping World Kickoff at Camping World Stadium on Sunday in Orlando, Florida.
This game will take place at 7:30 p.m. We obviously have both returning quarterbacks. We have Jaden Daniels returning for the Tigers at LSU, and we have Jordan Travis returning for the Noles at Florida State. This should be a pretty even matchup, which is probably going to make it a great one. We had a super close one last year in New Orleans, where LSU missed that extra point, right? Sorry, Isaac, I know that sucked. Me and Isaac even had a conversation after that. It's like, man, with how terrible the special teams was that night, might as well just gone for 2 and gone for the win. But this is going to be a good game. Isaac, I know Isaac has the stats on this one. I'm going to let him share a little bit, and then we're going to make our picks.
So I'm looking back at this, and I personally think that the special teams is what cost LSU the game last year. We lost by 1 point, and I think all in all, we should have won that game. Had we gone to overtime? Maybe. I don't know. But looking back at it, Jaden Daniels progressed a lot throughout the season. As a team, LSU averaged 6.4 yards per play in 2022, and that's not really a lot. Jordan Travis is a really good quarterback for Florida State. I'm super excited about this weekend, and looking at it right now, looks like the FPI is 65% for LSU. I think that's a little bit high. The spread is 2.5 in favor of LSU. I think that's right where it should be. I think it'll be a one-score game either way, so I'm really excited. Go Tigers.
Absolutely, man. It's going to be a good one. We're going to let Joey pick first because Isaac picked last week. So, Joey, who you got, man?
I'm just going to tell you real quick, Jordan Travis is a great quarterback, and the Seminoles definitely have a great team in their hands. But I do have to say that I'm going to take the LSU Tigers, which hurts me and pains me. I have to take the LSU Tigers. The experience is just not there on the Florida State side compared to LSU's. The run that LSU made at the end of the season was definitely more impressive than Florida State. I got LSU, but I think they go over the spread. I got LSU by 2 touchdowns.
Wow. That's a lot of touchdowns, dude. I mean, that's a big score difference, man, especially with me, man, just because I think this is going to come down to coaching. I think the experience is there. Brian Kelly obviously beating Nick Saban his first year. It's insane. But with that being said, man, it's in Florida. I'm picking Florida State to beat LSU, and I got them to cover the spread. I think they win by 3. I think it's a close game like last year. I think Florida State takes home the dub this year.
Yeah, so that's something I've thought about here just this evening is the fact that it's in Florida. It's basically a road game, and the fact that we didn't pull it off last year when it was basically a home game in New Orleans is a little bit off-putting to me. Obviously, I'm going to go with the Tigers. I think Brian Kelly's experience and the team's experience and the way they've gelled together in fall camp is going to be a really good run for them going into Orlando. I like LSU to cover the spread. I think they win by a touchdown. Go Tigers.
It's going to be a close game. I don't think it'll be 2 touchdowns. And I really wanted to pick LSU, but I just couldn't do it. Something about Florida State and Mike Norvell just tells me that they're going to take this one home.
The only reason I say 2 touchdowns is I feel that LSU's defense is just a little more experienced in these tougher games. Don't get me wrong, I think FSU's defense will show up, but I think at the end of the game, one team is going to outplay the other. Then one team's going to be more exhausted, and the other one's just going to play much stronger in that fourth quarter, and that's where I think that they may be in the lead by 1 touchdown the entire game, but I think they take a last-second touchdown to end it.
Wow. Definitely going to be a good one. Definitely going to be a close game. Super, super, super excited about this one.